Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nushi, and today we are doing a very different type of video. This is probably the hardest video I'm ever going to record in my entire life. I think that this is probably going to be the hardest. If you know me, then you know that it's even crazy for me to be on camera, looking at the camera right now with no makeup on. It's like crazy. So let's start from the beginning. My first breakout was when I was 18 years old. I was going to a wedding. Prior to this, I had never worn makeup in my entire life. I never needed it. My skin was always clear. But my mom put MAC makeup on me and I broke out. I was allergic. I know that this was a problem that a lot of people had back in the day where MAC would break them out. I think they've since changed the formula, but I was really allergic and I broke out so bad. Once the breakout subsided, I was left with a lot of scarring and it showed and it was crazy. So I started buying drugstore makeup to cover, like, basically spot conceal. And now that I look back at my pictures, they looked terrible because you could tell that I was spot concealing, but I just didn't have the confidence to go out with those scars. So the drugstore makeup, I'd say, broke me out. I continued to break out like ridiculously. My skin just got worse and worse, and every time a breakout would heal or subside, I'd get another breakout. And it was just so tiring. I wasn't used to having to wash my pillowcases every 3 days, but I thought that would work. I wasn't used to drinking water. I thought that would work. I wasn't used to eating vegetables. I thought that would work. Nothing worked. And this was when I was 18, you guys. I'm 27. I'm going to be 28 uh next month. So I've been dealing with my skin situation for, I'd say, 10 years, almost 10 years, 9 to 10 years. Yeah, it was really bad, you guys. So yeah, I don't know if I have any pictures, but if I do, I'll insert some. Fast forward, uh, all of my 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, I wore makeup. I went from spot concealing to having a full beat. I used to wear just foundation, but then I eventually learned how to contour my face. And, I didn't look so crazy anymore. But you guys, like, my skin was so bad to the point where I was embarrassed to leave the house without makeup. I wouldn't leave my room without makeup. If somebody came over, I would be embarrassed to leave without makeup on, leave my room without makeup. So it was just really out of hand. My mom tried to help me. She tried to buy me different acne treatments that kind of made my skin look pale or yellow or whatever. My skin looked crazy, and I would just keep reacting. I had so many allergies, so my skin would just keep reacting to everything I tried. It was crazy, to be honest with you. Fast forward to December of 2017. I was a new nurse. I started really doing a lot of research on health. I'm a picky eater. I don't eat any seafood except shrimp. And I just felt like I was missing out on a lot of nutrients that I would get from fish or other things that I'm allergic to or don't like to eat. So I decided to try vitamins. And the popular one that I saw people trying on YouTube that also grew their hair and strengthened their nails and all that stuff was prenatal vitamins. And supposedly they said that prenatal vitamins with DHA, I think it is, um, was the best. And when you get that, you're really gonna see your skin thrive, your health thrive, your nails thrive, everything just doing great. And I'm like, yes, sign me up. I want that. I'm getting it. You guys, I started to break out. I'll insert some pictures. I had a crazy rash that shocked me. When I tell you I couldn't leave my house, I really couldn't leave my house. Like, my skin was so bad. I couldn't cover it. I had open sores, open wounds. It was so bad. Like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I still had to go to work, and I would cry every day. Like, I would cry literally every day, and I didn't know what was breaking me out. So I was still using the vitamins, but I had picked up other stuff too that were new, that I was using some stuff from Murad and all this other stuff. So I stopped using everything. And that was my first advice I got from my doctor, was to stop using everything. So that's what I did, and the rash stopped getting like new reactions. It was still there, but it wouldn't like show up with new reactions, because at this point it was on my chest, my thighs, my butt, and my face and neck. So I stopped using it, and I thought it was soap that I was using for a little bit. I thought it was toothpaste that I was using for a little bit. So I stopped everything, and then I restarted the vitamins. And that's when I realized that it was the vitamins. My skin was literally peeling off. Like, it was like someone was skinning me. Like, it was crazy. And like, I'm starting to get teary-eyed because it was just so crazy. It was so crazy. And nobody should have to go through that. Like, it sounds like such a mediocre, minuscule insecurity to have, but to feel like you can't even leave your house, like you're so embarrassed of your natural state of like who you are and what you look like, that you feel like you can't even leave your house. It was the most difficult time in my entire life. Like, I cried every day. Sorry guys. It's just so emotional for me to talk about. But thankfully I worked at a clinic that had derm, and I talked to everyone every day. I told them all about what I was going through, and me and a Dr. Reisman and Ben, I forgot his last name, but they like they really helped me. They talked to me about a couple of things that I could do, and one of the main things that we talked about was uh, Retin-A. Retin-A changed my life, you guys. When I tell you Retin-A changed my life, I did my research. I looked up different YouTube videos. I looked up different benefits of Retin-A, and I realized that if you mix Retin-A with hydroquinone, it will help your skin. It will help you. Retin-A helps your skin to rejuvenate, and then hydroquinone helps with the scarring. So I'm like, bet this is gonna be my new way. Wait, rewind. Prior to this, my friend Rose actually told me about Urban Skin RX. So that's where I got the hydroquinone retin-A in my head in the first place. So I tried Urban Skin RX. I noticed that my rashes were healing, and I noticed that my skin was starting to get a little bit better, but it wasn't quick enough. Like, there's someone should not have to not be able to leave their house. It was crazy. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I needed a quick alternative, like something that was gonna help faster. The Urban Skin RX worked, but it wasn't working quick enough. It wasn't strong enough. So that's when I talked to the doctors, and they started telling me about what was actually in Urban Skin RX, which is the hydroquinone and retin-A, and they said that they think that that would work. So I went to my doctor. I talked to her, and I told her about the research that I did and the doctors that I spoke to, um, and she uh, she prescribed me what I needed, and that was a life-changing moment. Life-changing. So I started using the Retin-A and hydroquinone, and I'm gonna insert some pictures of the progress that happened. I'll put the dates so you guys know how quickly my skin healed. I was so grateful and so thankful. These are really embarrassing pictures, you guys. Like, I'm being really vulnerable with you guys right now because I want you to know that this skin that you see, this pretty face that you guys constantly compliment, it was not this. And you might think that, oh, she's so pretty, she probably hears it all the time, so my compliment doesn't mean anything to her, but it means the world to me when somebody says how beautiful I am with no makeup on. So anyways, so I started using it. By March, my skin was decent. My skin was okay. I was able to wear makeup and leave the house and not have texture. I still had some scars, but I could breathe. I could breathe again. Summer 2018, my skin started to break out. And I panicked. I was trying to figure out, was this something I was eating? Was this something I was using? I didn't know what was going on. It was mostly on my cheeks. Then it started to get everywhere. Then my face started to get really dark. I wasn't using sunscreen. I didn't know that that was like a big deal. It was just crazy. My skin was so bad, and it was like all the hard work that I did in the beginning of the year was being undone. And I no longer could leave my room without makeup. The texture returned. It was crazy. Like, it was like everything was undone. And I felt like this is not fair, you know? So basically, I started doing research again. I went to a dermatologist who gave me some steroid creams. That didn't work. She tried giving me hydroquinone again. That didn't work. And one day I saw something from microdermabrasion. I went on the website and I looked it up, and I was obsessing over it. I was like, I really need microdermabrasion. It's gonna work. I can feel it. I told my sisters about it. I'm like, should I do it? I'm a little scared because I'll react to everything. So I was like, should I do it? Do you think it's a good idea? And they were like, just do it. But with me, it's really hard for me to make a decision about my skin and be confident in the decision. I always need a little push. So Christmas 2018, my little sister, Bianca, got me a 2-package deal for microdermabrasion at Neem Medical Spa in Massachusetts. And she's the best. She's the best because it changed everything for me. Good morning, guys. So right now I am on my way to my microdermabrasion appointment. I am so excited for this. My little sister got this for me as my Christmas gift, and that's like literally all I wanted for Christmas. I have this scarring on my face from an allergic reaction that I had December going into January of last year, and it was to these vitamins that I was taking, and it got really bad because I didn't realize that it was the vitamins that was giving me the allergic reaction. But now I have the scarring, and hopefully the microdermabrasion, what it will do is lighten some of the scarring and help my scar cream to penetrate a little bit deeper into my skin. So we'll see how this goes. I'll take before and after pictures for you guys, and yeah, wish me luck. Take one more look. So I went to Neem Medical Spa, and I was ready for my appointment for my microdermabrasion, and the consultant there actually said, you know what, I think you'll benefit more from a superficial chemical peel. And I'm going to put the name of the chemical peel on the screen because I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But that was the best decision that anybody ever made for my skin. Like, when I tell you guys, I came out of there, the texture had, reduced tremendously. My skin was brighter. It felt smoother. It felt cleaner. It felt so much better. Hey guys, do I look different? So I actually did a glycolic peel instead. They recommended a glycolic peel instead of the microdermabrasion because they said that the microdermabrasion wouldn't be as effective for my skin type. after looking at it and doing a consultation. So I have another one booked in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. We'll see how this goes. I'll see how my results look over the next few days. And I'll keep you guys posted. I broke out the next day and I thought like I was having a reaction, but actually the breakout subsided by the third day and my skin just looked great. Everybody was telling me like, wow, your skin looks different. There wasn't no downtime. Uh, my skin didn't peel. It was just like a superficial peel. It just takes off the first layer of your skin. And yeah, it was amazing. I went back, I think it was 3 weeks later to get my second one. Because remember, my sister got a 2-package one. And once you do those peels, products that you use will start to work better. So my sister had some Retin-A and I started using it. She actually used up her prescription for me. I used it for about 6 months, and I know you're not supposed to use it for that long, but every time I had a little breakout, I would put it on because the Retin-A started to work better after I got my peels. And you guys, like, I stopped having breakouts. When I tell you I stopped having breakouts, after 6 months of using Retin-A, I stopped having breakouts. No more breakouts, like at all. And that's a big deal for me because ever since my whole skin situation started, I would have breakouts. I would have acne. So that's huge. No more breakouts. That's huge. So in 2019, I was using the Retin-A. The summer of 2019, which was last summer, I had a client. I'm a nurse and I do private care for clients and patients of higher status. So he was famous and he said to me, you know, I really have something that I think would help your skin. And I wish I knew the name of it, you guys. I really do. I wish I knew the name of it. I have no idea the name of it. But he gave me this little remedy in a jar that he got from Dominican Republic. And you guys, that took away the scarring. The Retin-A stopped the Retin-A stopped uh the breakouts, but this cream stopped, and gel or whatever it is stopped my like scarring. It took away the scarring. I was like, what's in this? Like, I was so shocked. I looked up the name of it and I ended up finding a cream, and I'll insert a picture. So I ended up finding this cream that had some similar things in it, but I couldn't find the exact cream. From that, and I use that cream just on spots. It will lighten your skin if you use it on your whole face. So I just use it on the areas that I need it. And you guys, like, my skin has been thriving, thriving ever since. Like, it's amazing. So every time I have my period, every time my menstrual cycle is coming up, I break out. Like, I'll have 1 or 2 pimples on my face, and my skin is prone to scarring, so it would always scar. So I started using that, but that's more for scarring, not for the actual acne. So me and my friends started using Urban Skin RX again. And I'll insert pictures of the one that we use. But you guys, this really helps me maintain my skin. It helps me keep my skin clear. It doesn't lighten my skin, it just kind of brightens my skin. It helps my skin rejuvenate because, again, it has the hydroquinone and Retin-A, and it's not as strong. So it really, really, really helps my skin, and I use it like twice a week, and it just maintains my skin. It just helps me maintain my skin and keep my skin clear. And it's just amazing to me that, you know, what year are we in? 2020? 3 years ago, I would have never been in front of this camera. And with the help of, you know, everybody in my life mixed with some products that I could use, it completely changed my life. I'm a completely different person. I have different, views on life. My personality changed a little bit. I'm a lot more humble and thankful. You guys, you don't even know. Like, you don't even know I feel for the people with acne and the people that have skin issues. I made this video to kind of help you guys, to give you guys hope. I exposed myself and really put myself out there because this is like a big problem. It's a big insecurity. People become suicidal over it. And I can see how, like, you guys, I cried every freaking day. Like, I would cry every day. People would make fun of me because I wouldn't leave my house without makeup. A girl that I was friends with one time used that, like, wrote something online like, oh, you think you're so bad, you think you're all that. Why don't you put a picture up without makeup? Like, that was always the jab because I had no other insecurities. And I never really talked about my skin insecurity, but everybody knew. They could tell because I would leave the house with a full face of makeup every single time. And now I'm sitting in front of you guys on camera with a bright light in my face and no makeup on. I'm just so thankful for everybody in my life that helped me get through this. My mother, my patient, the 2 doctors that I spoke to, Rose, my friend, Urban Skin RX. You guys, get you some Urban Skin RX. If you have mild skin issues, I would definitely get Urban Skin RX. I swear by it. I think it helps everyone. My sisters are using it now. My mother is using it now because they see what it's done for me. You guys, everybody has different reasons why they have skin issues, whether it's hormonal, whether it's genetic, whether it's something that you're doing. But the general advice I could give you is drink a lot of water, eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, look into products that maybe can help for your skin issues, and wear sunscreen. That was the biggest change I think that I made in my skincare routine, was to wear sunscreen now. I wear it all the time. I'm sitting in front of this bright ass light. Hell yeah, I have sunscreen on. Even though it's not a sun, I'm not taking any chances. My skin is the most important thing to me. It's more important to me than my hair. I don't play about my skin, so I don't trust people with it. I don't try new things, new products. I look into every makeup product that I use because I can't mess this baby up. I cannot mess her up. She don't play. She does not play. So I'm not going there. You guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I got emotional, but like I said, this is like the most, the hardest video I would ever have to make in my entire life. Like, as you guys can see, those pictures are not pretty. So, if you knew me back then and you didn't know, now you know. If you see me and you think my skin looks nice, don't be scared to say so because I'm proud of it and I worked really hard on it. So, thank you guys, and I'm praying for whoever is affected by this virus that's going around. I'm also praying for anybody who is going through some skin issues and feels hopeless. You got it. It's coming. I promise you. Because it came for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my god, I'm going to cry again. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll probably do something a little more fun. And yeah, bye.